Edward, what do you make of those comments from Ben?
Which comments?
The comments where he said that you were making yourself a star and more interested in that than your fighters.
I haven't got to make myself a star. I'm a fucking star. I'm a mega star. You see me last night at the presser. There's levels. Listen, there's levels in life. Do yourself a favour. Go and watch the press conference from last night. And what you will see is the greatest to ever do it. Don't worry about making myself a star. Don't worry about doing this. This is what I do. I'm the star. Yeah, I'm one of the stars of the show, baby. And sometimes you can't walk in those footsteps. A bit like you.
In terms of those comments, I've got a great
You're
hairline.
better than mine.
In terms of what he said about you, though, do you believe that there's going to be a point where you and Ben come together, like you and Frank have came together?
He's having a few pops lately. It doesn't matter. It's like, I don't know, what's the best way to describe it? It's like Accrington Stanley saying that they can beat Man City. Do you know what I mean? It's just levels to everything. Will I work together with Ben? Of course. I mean, we've got a matchroom boxer fight tomorrow night, haven't we? Jai Apataya against Jack Massey. We've already done one. Tyler Denny, I had to win a purse bid for that. But when he wants to make the fights, we'll make the fights. But you guys kind of just don't really delve into the actual facts of they don't want to make the fights.
Well, he did say to Dalton Smith in that interview that he is going to make the fight, no? He said next year, and he said...
Next year, that's a good... I mean, why not next?
Well, his argument, in fairness to Ben, he did say, I'm going to make you a hell of a lot more money. And when you look at it, do you agree with those comments?
Dalton Smith makes a fortune compared to Adam Azzi. Connor's here.
I believe there's a special guest incoming here. Edward, just on the Beterbiev and yourself yesterday, did your trunks go a little bit brown at one point?
Mate, this is what I do. You want a fucking show? I'll give you a show, baby. Artur Beterbiev spoke more yesterday in the build-up of his last 6 fights, and all of a sudden you see the personality he's got. Mate, I know exactly what I'm doing. Let's build the show. I've got His Excellency sitting there while I'm doing it going, yes, it's my job.
We've got him coming in here. Edward, just want to, while Conor's here, what's the story with Conor? Is this Chris Eubank fight going to be made when Chris comes out victorious tomorrow night if he does?
It's one of our options. He's got plenty of options. Mr. Eubank needs him. You know, when we made the fight last time, I have to be honest, we didn't need him, but he was the bigger name, I think, just because of his career, because of his achievements. But now, I don't think that's the case at all. They've got the imaginary Canelo Alvarez fight. He needs to fight with Conor Benn. And do you know what? If we didn't want to smash him to pieces, we'd probably make him wait and we'd probably starve him out. But we want to smash him to pieces. And I can't wait for him to get hold of him. Yeah? I can't wait for him to terrorise him. We might terrorise him on Saturday.
That's too right. I was just thinking that might be sooner than you think.
Yeah. Get in that ring and stick it on him
I
on
will
Saturday.
do. Don't worry, I'm jumping straight in.
What did you make of him coming in with the sword?
He's a log, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? But I will be jumping in that ring Saturday night and give him a good beating. Providing he comes out on top. If that's not, if Zeramata don't give it to him himself.
In terms of Eubank and what he brings to your career, when Eddie says you don't need him, who's the other options?
Listen, what do you
Devin
mean?
Haney, Gervonta Davis,
Barrios,
Barrios, Stanionis. He could fight all of them.
Listen, his career's at a different stage of mine. I still really want to pursue the world titles of 147, and the division's wide open for me to slot in right now.
Eubank is chasing money. We're chasing legacy. That comes with money, but we've got dreams to actually create a legacy in the sport, win world championships, unify divisions. But with him, it's personal. So we're willing to entertain the fight because we know the public wants it. We know it's the biggest fight in British boxing, and we know what he wants to do to him. He's got to move up to 160 pounds to fight this guy. We are physically at a disadvantage, but it don't matter because he'll terrorise him. And you see how Liam Smith put him out. He won't just put him out on his feet. He won't get up. And you will see. Go back.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm saying? I'll say something now. Go back and watch Nigel Benn against Iron Barkley, because that's exactly what's going to happen when he gets his hands on Eubank.
When you heard Chris Eubank call Eddie a scumbag, what was your immediate thought?
You gotta just look at Eubank's career, and that just says it all. Who's the scumbag? Do you know what I mean? I'm well looked after. I know where my bread's buttered. Do you know what I mean? I've never had any problems with anybody I've ever worked with. all of a sudden you've got everyone, the world versus Chris in terms of who's the scumbag. Yeah, that just sums it up. The amount of trainers, the amount of promoters, the this and that, got ag with everybody. He's just hard to work with. And I know that firsthand.
What do you do better than Chris Eubank Jr., Conor?
Absolutely everything. First off, I got a brain, number one.
By the way, sorry to interrupt. Tell me one thing. I mean, listen, if it wasn't for the weight, this would actually be a mismatch. I would actually say to the British Boxing Board of Control, I don't think you should license this contest because it's not actually fair. True. Imagine if the weight was the same. What on earth does Chris Eubank Jr. do better than him? Nothing. But the only reason it's competitive is because he's jumping up 2 divisions to fight this guy. That's the only reason it's competitive. And it is competitive, by the way, because of that fact. But only because of that fact.
What level do you put Chris Eubank Jr. at then?
British to European middleweight max. Listen, on Saturday, he's fighting a former European champion about 5-6 years ago. Let's see how he does.
Eddie, he won the IBO World title, mate.
Who? Zaramel?
No, Chris.
Oh, I think this is for the IBO middleweight. Listen, he turned up 3 hours late or 2 hours late on the scales. I don't even think he can. I mean, 160. Anyway, he has got a sword. So,
what did you make of the sword?
Listen, one thing I'll say about Eubank Jr. He called me a scumbag. I think the guy is a plonker, right? But he's good for boxing because he is a character. We need characters. A lot of what he does is a game. Do you know what I mean? He knows. Listen, the cricket geezer asked for that question to be asked at the presser. It's all a setup, right? He didn't wake up one morning half an hour before and go, oh, I'll tell you what, give me a sword. Yeah, that was all. Everything that he does is pre-planned. He's good for boxing. He's a character. We need characters. But I don't think the fight is in him anymore. I actually think when he started out, he was a tough kid and he was right up for a tear-up. I don't think he's about that anymore. He is. He's a fucking savage. A savage. You think Eubank wants to go in there and set about Conor Benn? No, all he cares about is the paycheck and the number on that paycheck. This is personal for him. Personal. When he gets in there, he's going to let out every ounce of aggression that he's had for the last 2.5 years on this kid. And you are going to see a fucking savage performance when this fight happens.
Where and when does this fight happen? If it happens, what's the conversations been like? Is it a fight in the UK in a stadium?
When we want it to happen. His Excellency, I believe, we've had our meetings, very interested in what is the biggest fight in British boxing. It fills up Wembley, it fills up Spurs, but we're not being arrogant about it. We know he needs us right now. We'll give him the chance purely because what he wants to do to him.
Conor, obviously, again, you've been out of the ring for a bit of time. Do you want to fight before you get back in the ring with someone like Chris Eubank Jr.?
If I need a warm-up for someone like Chris, I'm going nowhere in the game. He is my warm-up.
Warm up ahead of who? Who else do you want? Eddie mentioned Gervonta Davis.
I'll give him a good arse beat and then I'll drop back down to 147. That's how confident I am in beating him and dropping back down to 147 and winning a world title. You lot think I'll play about? We sent a $15 million offer to Javon Palumpa within, 24, 48 hours? Does that sound like
130 pounder?
Does that sound like playing around to you? Do I look like I play around?
Why did that not happen with Gervonta Davis though?
No, you've got to look at Haney as well. Same thing. Same thing with Haney. If he wants to hit 147, he can get it, no problem. A lot of things I'll play about. Barrios can get it, no problem.
What conversations have you had with Devin Haney and his team about Conor, Eddie?
Nothing really. I mean, he's at 140. I think him and
140. You see the size of him?
Yeah, true. He's about 190 at the moment. But I think that could be a fight we could entertain. Listen, we're not stupid. Eubank's not stupid. That fight is huge. I'm talking million buyers. I'm talking Wembley Stadium. They're going to make a fortune. So we'd be idiots not to make it. But for where we want to go in a career, this is a sidestep. Let's get him in.
I think he's just approaching. I can't see him, but I can see his team.
You can't see him. You not seen that big
Oh, there he is. Can we make this fight happen right now?
No, well, I want to have him come here right now.
It's good to see how he looks at 160.
Hey, Chris, don't fuck up the bag, son. Don't fuck up the bag. Don't fuck up the bag. Hey, don't fuck up the bag. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I like that.
Like what?
I like this energy.
Like what? You're lucky you're fine. Tomorrow, fuck you up right now. Yeah.
You see, this guy comes in when I'm cutting weight.
Oh, comes in when he comes. I'll see you
60
tomorrow.
pounds.
I'll see you tomorrow after the fight. I'll see you tomorrow after the fight.
Good. You get in that ring.
Yeah, what? Get in that ring. I'll get in that ring and fucking give it to you.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, mate.
We'll see.
You're fucking lucky you're fighting tomorrow.
You'll see.
You're lucky, mate.
We'll see.
Get your hand off me.
That's okay. Let him come close, man. I like this. I like this
do.
energy. I like this energy.
Yeah, what? You like to get off me?
You're a kid. You're a
Oh,
kid.
you're a kid. Yeah, a kid that's gonna fuck you up. Yeah, kid
You're a
that's gonna
kid.
fuck you up.
You're a
Yeah.
kid. Watch what happens.
Yeah, watch what happens. Dead boy walking, yeah?
You're a pussy.
Dead boy walking, yeah? Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky you're fighting tomorrow and I need you to win.
Okay.
Yeah, you're lucky. So I'll give you a good ass being in front of 60,000. That's what's going to happen. 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 I'll be there tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow night then. I'll see you tomorrow night then. Arrogant prick. Yeah, you get the fuck now. You get out of it. You get out of it.
What did you see in his eyes there, Conor?
He's a fucking pussy. That's what he is.
Did you want to stick it on him there out of respect for him fighting tomorrow night? Is that why you did?
I'm doing a fucking interview.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks, Conor.
Eddie, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Edward.
Thank you. That's your
What happened there? I was getting a coffee. I don't know.
Thanks, Ed.
Don't forget one thing. At all times, it's very important to remember. There's no business like show business, like no business. I know.